All right, before we start, let's recite Al-Basmalah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, class.
Good morning, sir.
How are you today?
I am fine, sir. Fine, sir.
Very good. Okay, but before we go further, so I'd like to remind you once again. So I have checked your Schoology. The quiz in Schoology I posted already, but when I check it, it's a bit disappointing because only several students or a few students have done it. Most of students haven't or done the task. So I'm waiting this week. Yeah, this week all students must finish the task. Okay, so there are 30 students or 31 students are joining our class today, but I'm wondering where are the rest? Mana nih yang lain ini? Ya, so coba diingatkan, please remind your friend who are not here today and also who haven't done the quiz or task in Schoology. Please do it soon, because if you don't do that, if you don't finish your task, and then it will be locked and then you cannot do it again. Yeah, before the time expire, you have to do it at once or sooner. Okay, well, students, last week we studied already about past perfect tense, but we haven't finished. So today we are going to continue again about past perfect tense. So I'd like to remind you again what we learned last week. Okay. Okay, but here is our objective of our topic today is you will be able to analyze the structure and the language features of past perfect tense, and then you will be able to identify the difference between past perfect tense and other perfect tenses. Yeah, before we studied already present perfect tense, and in the next tenses we will be studying about future perfect tense. So at the end of the class, you will be able to differentiate, to differ between those three tenses. And last but not the least, you will be able to create a sentence in past perfect tense correctly. So, well, students, those are our learning objective for this topic. Okay, so here, this was our topic last week, and we studied that, right? The pattern of past perfect tense. Right, so today, let's go to the pattern again. Yeah, the pattern of past perfect tense, just for refreshment. Yeah, just to refresh your mind. Yeah, past perfect tense pattern, because I saw some students are still confused in finishing the task in our Schoology quiz. So let me remind you once again the pattern of past perfect tense. Subject: Mary had submitted her homework. Mary is a subject. Had, we use had is coming. Had is coming after subject. And what is coming after had or auxiliary verb? What is coming after that? Verb 3. Yeah, we use verb 3, not verb 2 or verb 1. Yeah, we use verb 3. And then object, her homework. Mary had submitted her homework. Well, students, you have to understand this sentence is inactive, right? The sentence is inactive sentence. But also we can change this sentence into passive. Can we change the sentence to be passive? Yes, we can change the sentence to be passive because the sentence has an object. Yeah, the sentence has an object, and then the verb here is using transitive or intransitive. I think it's using transitive sentence verb. The transitive sentence, it means the verb need an object. So you can change that to be passive. Ya, jadi kalimatnya itu ada dua, kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif. Dan satu soal di kuis kita itu adalah pasif ya, so you must be careful on working on that ya. Harus hati-hati ya. Mary ya, when it is inactive, subject and then head and then verb 3 and then object. And how about if it is changed into to be passive? Kalau merubahnya menjadi pasif bagaimana?
Mary hadn't submitted her homework.
Say again. Siapa itu? Nadia ya, Nadia.
Mary hadn't submitted her homework, sir.
Mary hadn't pasif ya, pasif. That is negative. Mary hadn't submitted her homework is negative sentence. What I mean is pasif. Ini kan kalimat aktif. Kalau kalimat pasifnya gimana jadinya?
Homework had submitted by Mary, sir.
Ya, the homework had been submitted by Mary. Jadi dia apa? Dia apaan? After had we add been. Jadi setelah had ini kita tambahkan dengan been, B-E-E-N, been. Ya, itu saja bedanya. Ya, itu saja bedanya. That is the only difference. But okay, another one is the replacing, the switching of the subject and object, the exchanging. Jadi tukaran ini. The place for subject is replaced by the subject, by the object. Jadi homeworknya taruh di depan. Yeah, you will bring to the front. The homework had been submitted by Mary. Atau kalau nggak mau nyebutkan, if you don't want to mention the agent, Mary-nya disebut dengan agent, you don't want to say that because you don't know. Pokoknya ada yang menyerahkan, tapi nggak tahu, we don't know who. So you can say the homework had been submitted. The homework had been submitted. So tambahkan been di sini kalau dia pasif. Okay? You got it? You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any problem? Any question?
Nothing, sir.
Okay. Right. So now this is in positive and then to be negative now. Mary. So what is the difference between negative and positive here? Yeah, the only difference is we insert not. Yeah, in negative we insert not. Kita masukkan not after had, before the predicate. Yeah, Mary had not submitted her homework. Do we have to change the verb or the predicate to be verb 1 or verb 2 in negative sentence?
No.
No, we don't need to change. We still use, or we keep the verb in the form of verb 3. Jadi tetap verb 3, ya nggak dirubah dia. Beda dengan simple past tense ya. Kalau past tense we change into verb 1 in negative, but in perfect tense, past perfect tense, we do not turn the predicate or the verb into verb 1 or verb 2, but we keep it to be verb 3. Okay. Right. So the next is in interrogative. Yeah. Interrogative. Had Mary submitted her homework? Had Mary submitted her homework? So the difference in positive and negative is the modal. Yeah, we bring to the front. Here, had we bring to the front. So this is wrong. It's not have or has, but it's had ya. Ini salah ya. Ini harusnya had ya, bukan have dan has ya. Had and then followed by subject. Mary is a subject. And then what is coming after subject? Apa berikutnya setelah subject? Verb 3 or predicate. And homework is an object. Yeah. Had Mary submitted her homework. Right. So we learned. So I hope you were able to differentiate between affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Okay. Can we try now? Can we try? Bisa dicoba? Mau nyoba nggak? Can we try? Okay, I'm gonna give you exercise. Yeah. Yeah, let's do an exercise. Okay. Okay, change my sentence into positive, and then to be negative, and then to be interrogative. Yeah, here is the sentence. Mr. Jones has bought a new car. Mr. John has bought a new car. Okay, that sentence is not in past perfect tense. So now please turn that sentence into past perfect tense. Coba dirubah menjadi past perfect tense in affirmative, in positive sentence. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, Trinanda. You can turn on your video. Please turn on your camera. Okay, so I can see your face. Please turn on the video, the camera, okay? Nah, belajar tuh harus kelihatan mukanya, masa nggak kelihatan mukanya nih? Saya nggak bisa ngelihat wajahnya. Siapa yang ngomong? Okay, all students, please turn on your camera. Please turn on your camera. Ya. Yes, okay. Who is talking? Siapa yang jawab?
Me, sir.
Who's that? I cannot see. Siapa tadi yang jawab? Siapa tadi? Who? Can
Nadia,
you-
sir.
Mutia?
Nadia, sir.
Oh, Nadia. Okay, Nadia Trinanda. Yes, please, Nadia.
Positifnya, Mr. John had bought a new car.
Okay. The positive sentence is Mr. John had bought. Yes, you say bought, not bought, but bought a new car. Okay, correct. Thank you, Nadia. Now, who will change that sentence into negative? Who? Zuria. Okay, Zuria Hasana. Yes, please, Zuria.
Mr. John had bought new car, sir.
In negative,
Mr. John hadn't bought a new car.
Okay, very good. Mr. John hadn't bought a new car. Thank you, Zuria. That's correct. And then now interrogative.
Me, sir.
Who's that?
Zaini, sir.
Zaini. Okay, Zaini Nazwa. Yes, please, Zaini.
Had Mr. John bought a new car?
Had Mr. John bought a new car? Okay, that's correct. Right. So the pattern's done already, ya. Ada masalah kan? Any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, changing into positive, negative, and interrogative. Tapi psikologi ada yang dapat 25. Ya, banyak yang dapat 25 itu. I'm wondering why. What is wrong? Coba yang, if you have a question, feel free to ask. Ya, kalau masih bingung, tanya aja. Ya, nanti takutnya di psikologi harus dapat 100 semua nilainya. Ya, because why? If you have a 25, it will not be good. Yeah, you want to apply for universities, and if you have 20, if your score is only 25, is not enough. It's not good enough to apply for UGM or ITB. Then at least 100. The lowest score is 100. Okay, and the maximum also. The lowest, the lowest and the highest is 100. Yeah. Any question? Do you have question? Oke, bisa dapat 100 ya nanti ya di kuisnya ya. Psikologi ya. Semua dapat 100 ya. Gak ada yang 25 lagi ya. Oke, good. Right. So now we move to the next. The uses of perfect tense. So what for, or when, or how do we use past perfect tense? Gimana sih penggunaannya past perfect tense? Nah, past perfect tense is to express that the action already finished when another past action happened. But actually, I already explained last meeting. Yeah, did I explain this already in the last meeting? Yes, I did. Yeah. So here is to make sure that you understand well. Okay, there are two actions. Action means is pekerjaan. Ya. Ada dua tindakan atau dua pekerjaan. There are two actions. Nggak barengan. It was not in the same time. But one is coming first and then the second is later. Satu duluan terjadi, satu berikutnya. So which one is past perfect tense? Yang mana harus dirubah menjadi past perfect tense? The action that happened first or the action that coming later? Yang mana harus dirubah menjadi past perfect tense? Yang duluan terjadi, ya, yang the first, ya, yang lebih lama kejadiannya, yang lebih dulu kejadiannya, ya. Okay, so here the past action already finished when another past action happened. Jadi dua-duanya itu so we are talking about two action in the past. Jadi membicarakan dua kejadian di masa lampau. Two action happen in the past. Not now, not in the future, but in the past. Okay, but one happened first and then the second action happened. Okay, the first action is past perfect tense. Okay, right, so next. Okay, here is an example. I had made a decision before you called me. Yeah, how many action happened here? Ada berapa kejadian?
2, sir.
So what are the action? Dua itu apa saja?
Made a decision. Call me.
Made decision and call me, and then you call me. Okay, yang mana duluan terjadi? Which one happened first?
Made a decision.
Okay, correct. Made decision. Ya. Kalau if you translate into bahasa Indonesia, saya sudah buat keputusan sebelum kamu menelpon saya. I have made a decision before you call me. Ya, sudah dibuat keputusannya baru nelpon. See, the first action ini kejadiannya kapan? When it happened?
In the past, sir.
In the past, correct. Yeah, I had made a decision before you called me. So the first action that happened, even both are in the past, you change that into past perfect tense, and then there's the second action which come later, it's past tense. Nah, biasanya tuh dihubungkan dengan before atau after atau when atau apa lagi ya, as soon or because ya, because ya. I had made decision before. Oke. Yang mana di sini past perfect tense-nya?
Made a decision, sir.
Made a decision. Okay, correct. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Next sentence. When she arrived, the bus had already left. Oke. Berapa kejadian?
2, sir.
There are two. Yang mana duluan terjadi itu? Which one happened first?
The bus had already left.
Yeah, the bus had already left and then she arrived. Kata penghubungnya apa digunakan di sini?
When, sir.
When. Jadi bisa digunakan when juga ya. When she arrived, the bus had already left. Jadi dia ketinggalan bis. Ya, the bus, which is the adjective, which is the past perfect tense? Yang mana past perfect tense-nya?
The bus had
The bus had already left. Okay, good. Next. Oh, can you see that? No? Can you see? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so my mother had written 3 books before she died. Okay, yang mana duluan terjadi?
My mother had written.
That's correct. Yeah, my mother had written 3 books before she died. Sebelum dia meninggal. Ya, kalau dia meninggal nggak bisa nulis ya kan? Okay, so the past perfect tense is my mother had written 3 books. Okay, the next is he had just escaped when the police came. What does it mean escape? Apa itu artinya escape?
Melarikan diri, sir.
Melarikan diri. Siapa yang duluan apa yang duluan terjadi nih?
Had just escaped, sir.
Ya, melarikan diri dulu ya, escape dulu, kemudian datang polisi. Ya, ketangkap nggak?
Enggak, sir.
Enggak, karena udah kabur ya. He had just escaped when the police came. Okay, and then the next is I did not have any money because I had lost my wallet. Ya, this is apa kata penghubungi? What is the conjunction used here?
Because, sir.
Because, right. So ada 2 kejadian nggak?
Yes, sir.
Ya,
Yes,
there are
sir.
two actions.
Yes,
Nah, yang mana duluan terjadi?
I had lost my wallet, sir.
sir.
Yang mana duluan terjadi?
I have lost my wallet,
I
sir.
had lost my wallet.
Yeah, I had lost my wallet. Yeah, I had lost my wallet. I didn't have any money. Okay, so okay, this one and the last. Had you? It can be in your conversations also. You can use past perfect tense, right? Had you ever visited the US before your trip in 2006? Sekarang tahun berapa sekarang ini? 2021. So we are talking about
21.
past experience. Ini dia menggunakan membicarakan 2006. And had you ever visited the US, United States, before your trip 2006? And then the answer is yes, I had been to the US once before. How many past perfect tense you found in this short dialogue?
2, sir.
Sir,
How many?
2, sir.
There are 2. What are those 2?
Had you ever visited the US?
Correct.
I
Had you ever visited the US? Okay. And then which is the other one?
I have been to the US.
I had been to the US. Ini ada yang bertanya nggak di sini? Do you have question about this?
Aduh, sir.
Ada. Kenapa itu menggunakan been? So been itu apa, sir? So what is been, sir? Why do you use been there? Been itu apa?
Karena nggak ada kata kerja, sir.
Oke, ya, karena dia nggak ada kata kerjanya di situ. Dia sebenarnya itu to be, ya. To be is MR, and then was and were is the second verb, and then the noun is been. Jadi been itu adalah bentuk kata kerja ketiga daripada am, is, are. Ya, I am, ya, I had been to the US. So had been karena dia nggak punya kata kerja, maka yang digunakan di situ adalah been. I had been to the US. I had been, saya sudah pernah artinya di situ ya. When I say I had been to the US, saya sudah pernah di situ artinya. Have you been to or had you ever bisa juga kalian bertanya when you are asking someone, have you been to Bali? Sudah pernah ke Bali? Have you been to Bali? No, I have never been to Bali. Nah, bisa juga begitu, oke? Okay? Right. So this is describing or explaining about using past perfect tense to express an action already finished when another past action happened. Or another terms you can say, another word, completed action before something in the past. Sudah selesai sebelum sesuatu yang lain terjadi di masa lampau. So the connection you can use before, you can use when, you can use because, yeah, and etc. Okay, right. And the next is duration before something in the past. Ada durasinya gitu, ya, ada durasi. Example is they felt bad about selling the house because they had owned it for more than 40 years. Nah, durasinya itu di mana itu durasi yang disebut dengan durasi? Duration before something in the past. Durasi selama itu sebelum kejadian yang lain terjadi. Nah, ini dia maksudnya. They had owned it for more than 40 years. Durasinya itu adalah selama lebih dari 40 tahun. Itu kayak durasi ya. Durasinya itu ya dari awal tahun sampai ke 40 tahun itu. They had owned it for more than 40 years. Dia sudah memilikinya itu selama lebih dari 40 tahun. Kemudian apa yang terjadi? What happened then? Ya, he sold the house. He sold the house. Ya. Kemudian dia menjualnya. They felt bad about selling the house because they had owned it for more than 40 years. Sebenarnya sih sama intinya, it happened to express that something happened before another action happened in the past. Sama sih sebenarnya, cuma di sini bedanya adalah yang past perfect-nya itu menggunakan durasi waktu selama 40 tahun itu, oke? Okay? Right, here is another example. By the time Alex finished his studies, he had been in London for over 8 years. Yeah. By the time Alex finished his studies, he had been in London for over 8 years. Ya, pada waktu Alex menyelesaikan studinya itu, he had been in London for over 8 years. So which is the past perfect tense here? Past perfect tense-nya sih yang mana?
He had been, sir.
He had been in London for over 8 years. Pada saat Alex selesai kuliahnya, dia sudah pergi ke London itu selama lebih 8 tahun. Okay. Yeah, so this year we had that car for 10 years before it broke down. Nah, di sini menggunakan had. Is it good or not? Is it correct sentence? Betul nggak dipakai had dua kali? There are two heads here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it's correct, but the two head have different function. Yeah, we got 3 heads here, but those 2 head have different function. Fungsinya beda-beda, ya. The first head is for what? Yang head pertama digunakan karena untuk apa?
To be, sir.
Perfect. Model, sir.
Modal, ya, sebagai modal. Kan head yang kedua? The second head is for
modal, sir.
as verb, ya. Modal head yang pertama sebagai modal, kata kerja bantu. Head yang kedua sebagai ordinary, kata kerja ordinary, kata kerja normal, ya. Asal dari kata have dan had. Ya, same head but different functions. Ya. That's right, ya. We had that car for 10 years before it broke down. Okay. Another example, we had a house for 20 years before the earthquake. Yang mana duluan terjadi nih? Yang mana duluan kejadiannya?
Had the house, sir.
Had the house. Ya, setelah 20 tahun memiliki rumah itu, datanglah gempa, hancurlah rumah itu. Okay. It happened already. Next is they had owned this car for 10 years before they sold it. I think that will be the same, ya, similar, ya. Sama aja tuh, ya. When her husband died, they had been married for 30 years. Jadi mereka sudah menikah selama 30 tahun. They had been married. Okay, so this is the second use or the second function or the second usage of past perfect tense. Can be used duration before something in the past. Okay, now past perfect tense is also used to talk about unreal or imaginary things. Kalau kalian lagi menghayal, ngebayangin sesuatu, but for unreal and that imaginary will not happen. Yeah, it's impossible to happen. It's unreal. So also you can use past perfect tense. Also, if you have wishes and that wishes in the past, also you can use past perfect tense. You understand? Bisa dipahami?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ini untuk menghayal ya, untuk ngebayangin sesuatu yang enggak misalkan, sesuatu yang tidak mungkin terjadi, something that is impossible to happen. But kapan kita ngebayanginnya itu? In the past, and we talk now, ya. Juga kalau punya keinginan masa lampau, ya, keinginan masa lalu, like wishes. Ya. Okay, you will understand better after learning this sample. Have a look this sample. If I had some money, I could have bought him nice shoes. Ini kapan nih kejadiannya sih? Kejadiannya kapan kira-kira? Di masa lampau. Dulu, ya. We talking about something in the past. Kita membicarakan sesuatu yang terjadi dulu. Sekarang mungkin saya sudah punya duit gitu. But at that time I didn't have money. Ya, jadi so you can say if I had some money, I could have bought him nice shoes. Kenyataannya dia beli nggak tuh? Dia punya uang nggak kenyataannya?
Tidak, sir.
Enggak, karena dia cuma ngebayangin, seandainya aku punya duit waktu itu, udah aku beliin dia sepatu yang bagus. Tapi kenyataannya kan waktu itu, dulu itu, pada saat itu, I didn't have money. Then I didn't buy him shoes. So this situation, in this situation, you also can use past perfect tense. Okay? If I had, tapi menggunakan kata if karena itu adalah untuk ngebayangin ya. Untuk mengandai-andai. If I had some money, I could have bought him nice shoes. Okay, this sentence is called conditional sentence type 3. Yeah, you will be learning conditional sentence type 3 when you are in grade 12. But it doesn't matter. And when you are in grade 11 now, you can learn too. Why not? Right? Okay. So another example, if you had loved me a little, I would have done everything for you. Ketika itu ya, waktu itu ya, seseorang mungkin maybe the girlfriend or the boyfriend had a problem. Ya, tapi nggak ada yang nolong dia. Ya. But if you had loved me a little, I would have done everything for you. Saya akan melakukan segalanya untuk kamu. But at that time, yeah, she didn't love him at all. The third example, if they had listened to me carefully, they wouldn't have done wrong in the exam. Last week, ya, contohnya minggu lalu, dia say he had an examination. Yeah. But the problem is they hadn't listened to me carefully. Dia nggak benar-benar teliti mendengarkan saya. So seandainya, so we can say translate into bahasa Indonesia, seandainya if they had listened to me carefully, they wouldn't have done wrong in the exam. Faktanya dia nggak dengerin. So this is like an imaginary things, or you are imagining something. If you had asked me, I could have helped you. If you hadn't come late, you could have met him. Yeah. So this is wish. Yeah. We wish we hadn't eaten so much. Yeah. We wish we hadn't eaten so much. The fact is that we ate so much, right? So is this the third use? Can you understand, or do you have question? Ada pertanyaan? Again, this is talking about imaginary things. Ngebayangin atau mengandai-andai sesuatu yang terjadi di masa lampau. Jadi nggak akan berubah lagi. It will never change ya, because it happened already. Okay, right. And then use reported speech after public. Okay, bisa juga dengan digunakan di reported speech. Do you know what is reported speech? Kalimat tidak langsung. Saya okay. Past perfect tense also used in reported speech. Biasanya kalau menggunakan he said, he told, and he asked. Dia bilang, dia berkata, dia mengatakan. Nah itu kan ciri-ciri daripada reported speech. This is the signs of reported speech. Ya, tanda-tanda daripada reported speech. He is told, asked, and said. Nah, ketika kalimat langsungnya itu menggunakan past tense atau present perfect tense, maka reported speech-nya, kalimat tidak langsungnya dirubah menjadi past perfect tense. Nah, he told us he had visited Paris twice before. Nah, okay. He had visited Paris twice before. Ingat, di sini menggunakan told. He told, dia tadi bilang kepada kita kalau dia itu udah pergi ke Paris 2 kali sebelumnya. Ya, jadi ngulangin perkataan orang. That is what called reported speech. The students said they had a very very easy exam. And the sample number 3, he said he had trusted her very much. Nah, ini number 4 is not. Yeah, number 4 is not. All right, so this is reported speech. Do you understand? Can you, or do you have question? Jadi salah satu daripada penggunaan past perfect tense, ya past perfect tense ini juga digunakan dalam kalimat apa? Kalimat tidak langsung, ya ada kalimat langsung, ada kalimat tidak langsung. Ya, kalimat tidak langsungnya ini kita menggunakan past perfect tense ketika kalimat langsungnya itu past tense atau present perfect tense. Maka kalimat tidak langsungnya berubah menjadi past perfect tense. Okay, so you must be careful when you have this or when you are in this situation. Attention, ya. Right, past perfect tense is often used with time clauses. Time clause itu apa? Time clauses have two clauses which are main clause and time clause. Ya sudah. So like we said at the beginning ya, time clause itu adalah the clause beginning with time words. Biasanya menggunakan when, after, before, by the time. Itu namanya apa? Time clause. Ya, kalimat yang punya waktu gitu, yang digunakan sebagai waktunya itu untuk membuat past perfect tense. And the clause or the event which happened before it's expressed with past perfect tense. Jadi kalimat atau kejadian yang terjadi sebelum time clause itu, maka itulah yang dibuat menjadi past perfect tense. You got it?
Yes,
Jadi
sir.
kalimat atau kejadian yang terjadi sebelum dari kalimat kalimat waktu itu, yang time clause itu, maka dia harus diubah menjadi past perfect tense. Okay, here are the example. When I returned home, she had already left. Yang mana time clause-nya, yang mana past perfect tense?
Time close-nya when, sir?
When what? Can you say that completely? Coba dilengkap, jawabannya lengkap. Ya.
When I return home, sir.
Okay, when I return home is? Itu apa itu? Time clause atau apa? Clause. That's time clause. Yeah. When I return home, this is time clause, and then she had already left is past perfect tense. Number 2, which is the time clause?
3, sir.
Yang mana time clause-nya number 2?
After I had completed the task, sir.
After I had completed the task, is that the time clause?
Oh no, sir.
I went there after. Okay, I went there. Okay, I went there-nya itu adalah time clause. Yang mana duluan terjadi coba?
I had completed the task, sir.
Setelah saya menyelesaikan PR saya, baru saya pergi ke sana ya. Bukan saya pergi ke sana setelah saya setelah saya mengerjakan pekerjaan saya. Number 3, yang mana time clause?
By the time we came, sir.
By the time we came, right? So number 4, which is the time clause?
Linda went to England.
Okay, until Linda went to England. All right, so that's the example. All right. Nah, di sini juga nih perhatikan, if the time interval between two events is not too much, the two events happen one after the other in series, then there is no need to use past perfect tense. We can use simple past tense. Jadi ya. Nah, di sini kalian harus perhatikan ketika dua kejadian itu ada dua kejadian. Ya, jaraknya itu nggak terlalu berdekat, nggak terlalu berjauhan, ya hampir barengan lah, gitu ya. Jadi kita tidak usah menggunakan past perfect tense. Contohnya seperti ini. This is an example. Okay. When I opened the door, the cat came in quickly. Yeah, when I opened the door, the cat came quickly. Ya, ini kan cepat dia kejadiannya. It's very quick. And then number 2, as soon as the phone rang, Alice answered the phone. As soon as the phone rang, Alice answered the phone. Yeah, so the gap, jadi jaraknya it's not too far. So you can use past tense here. Bisa menggunakan past tense. Dua-duanya past tense. Kalau jaraknya itu nggak terlalu jauh ya, berdekatan gitu ya. Okay, so this is something that you need to understand, and then please be careful in this part. All right, so the next is exercises. This is the last. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this exercise. Number 1. Who will do number 1? Let me read. When I arrived, at the cinema, the film blah 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 start. Yo, who will do number 1?
Me, sir.
Oh, please mention your name. Yes, once again, who's that?
Dita, sir.
Okay, Dita, please. Dita Ramadhani. Yeah.
When I arrived at the cinema, the film had started, sir.
The film had started. Very good. Yes. Number 2. Who will answer number 2?
By the time.
Nadia.
Nadia, sir.
Okay, Nadia.
After they had eaten the shellfish, they began to feel
They begin to feel sick. Okay, that's good. Number 3. Yes, number 3. Who will answer number 3? Number 3.
Me, sir.
Who's that?
Zuria, sir.
Zuria. Okay, please, Zuria.
If you had listened to me, you would have got the job.
That's good. Yeah, if you had listened to me, you would have got the job. Very good. Number 4.
me, sir.
Dwi Putri. Okay, yes, please, Dwi. Most are girls. Where are the boys? Yeah. Number 4. Yes, please.
The garden was dead because it had been dry all summer, sir.
Because it had been dry all summer. Very good. Yes. Number 5. Last.
Me, sir.
Who's that?
Zaini, sir.
Zaini. Okay.
The lights went off because we had not paid the electricity bill.
Okay, the lights went off because we had not paid the electricity bill karena belum bayar billingnya. Ya belum bayar tagihan listriknya. Okay, very good. Yeah. 5 questions done already. Now we are at the end of the class. And before we close, do you have any question? Feel free to ask. Ada pertanyaan? Okay. Well, if there is no question, okay, please check your Schoology. If you haven't done your Schoology, please do it soon, right? Okay, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for joining our class today, and we will see you again in the next meeting next week, okay? And thank you. Have a nice day. We close for reciting Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.
All right, you can leave now.